You are a lady, you see a nice guy, he's your spec, he has everything you want in a man. What would you do? Would you propose to him? Should you propose to him? Today we are going to look at a book with the title Should Ladies Propose by Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo. He says this topic we are going to discuss is one of the most controversial issues when it comes to relationships. Different people have different opinions as to whether ladies should propose or not. And so stick with me. We are going to discuss the true 4 points. In scripture, should ladies propose socially? Is it acceptable for ladies to propose? Is it even safe for ladies to propose? Stick with me and let's go through these 4 points together. But before we get to the points, I have a question for both the ladies and the gentlemen. As a lady, if you find a guy you like him, can you propose to him? And as a gentleman, if a lady should propose to you, how would you feel? How would you react? Kindly leave a comment in the comment section and let's go into the video to see whether what the author is saying you agree with it or not. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, kindly subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and after watching this video, do make sure to share with your friends and family. Our first point of discussion is the scriptural order. The author says due to modernization and civilization, a lot of things has turned upside down, and well, people think you can now do anything or anything goes, especially in relationships. And so he's saying that like people encourage expressions, but there are way things are done and we have to follow through those patterns. And so he discusses the story of Adam and Eve, the first marriage in the Bible. And so this story of Adam and Eve, he says that God presents the wife to the man, and he does the proposal himself. If not, Eve would have had to waken Adam up and ask him to marry her. And he discusses so many scriptures in the Bible that says that he who finds a wife finds a good thing. Therefore, a man shall leave his mother and father and cleave to his wife. And so to him, he thinks scripturally it is not right for ladies to do the proposal. Men should propose first. Don't be discouraged yet. Let's explore the next 3 points. Our second point of discussion is the structural order. I think this is also similar to the scriptural order, the one we discussed in point 1. He talks about scripture saying the head of every man is Christ and the head of every woman is the man. He says that the man was created to be a leader, not because he's better than the woman, but that is the structure recommended by God. And he likened it to an organization where there's a leader and there are followers. It doesn't mean the leader is better than the followers. It just means that is his job description. And so it doesn't mean men are better than women. It was just a way God recommended or designed marriage to be. For the success of marriage, men should lead, or men should be the leaders. And so he's now saying that as a lady, if you decide to propose to a guy, it means you're disrupting this structure and this system. He might accept you, you might get married, but he says that there's a likelihood you will lead this family throughout your life. And well, other ladies might say there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with me leading the family my life, like for my whole life. He says that there might be a day where you want a man in the house and you realize that there's no man in the house and there are just 2 necks working in the house. So he says that, sister, let the guy propose. Every man should know what he wants and be able to take the initiative. He should be able to go for what he wants. So allow him to take the first initiative. Allow him to do the proposal. Our third discussion is the social order. So socially, is it acceptable for ladies to propose? He says that most people actually think that there's nothing wrong with ladies proposing in a social setting. But from where he stands from, most men want to follow the process, and so if a lady decides to approach them and propose, it spoils the fun in the process. For the most men wants to chase and woo the woman they love. They want to follow through the process. And so if as a woman you decide to do the proposal, it means that you have changed the man from being the hunter to the hunted, and most of them get bored when they don't really have a role to play in all of this process. And so he thinks that socially, though a lot of people think there's nothing wrong with ladies proposing, he thinks that the man should still be allowed to do the proposal. The man should go through the process of chasing and wooing the woman he loves and all that. So Our fourth point of discussion is the safe order. Is it even safe for women to propose to men? He says that if as a woman you can propose to a man, it means that you can do anything for this man. And sometimes when men senses that you are willing to do anything for them, they take advantage of you and extort you. They'll extort you financially and they'll extort you in so many other ways. They see you as desperate, they see you as cheap, and they even see you as impatient. You cannot wait for the right guy to come. You cannot wait to follow the process. So you take matters into your own hands. And so he says that be patient enough to wait, for the guy to come and do the proposal himself. And he even said something that is very, well, let me share it with you. He says that we are trying to deal with the fact that most men don't even respect the women they go after, the women they pursue. Talk less of people who pursue them. Imagine what will happen or how he will deal with you, or even if he will respect you. And so this is the fourth point. Don't click off, there are others. Are you enjoying this video so far? Well, don't click off. There are other things he discusses in the book. He talks about ladies saying, what if I do it subtly? Like I give him signs that I like him, then he takes the initiative. He says, how subtle is your subtle? Because you might say that I'm giving him signs, then you end up overdoing things, especially a woman who is in love with a man can do so many things that are not really normal, but to her it's normal. So how subtle is this subtle that you want to show for him to see a sign that you actually like him? Another thing he discusses is that most people say that, but this is very common in the Western world. Most ladies propose to men, most ladies go after the men they see and like and want. And he's saying that, well, it might not be bad, it might be normal there, but you should also consider the divorce rates in these areas where these practices exist. It doesn't mean that this is the reason why they have high divorce rates, but these can be contributing factors why their divorce rates are high. Another thing he discusses is that he says that he likes me. Like most ladies say that he likes me, but he's very shy. And he's saying that, so because he's shy, you go ahead to do the proposal. How long will you step up for things for him? So because he's shy, will you send him to your parents for the introduction? Will you send him to your pastor? How long will you keep on covering things for him because you think he's shy and you are the outspoken one, you want to go ahead and make things work? He should be bold enough. If you want something, he should put away all the shyness to be able to ask for the things he wants or pursue the things he wants. And so he says generally when a woman proposes, it's usually a sign of impatience, and it's like you cannot wait for the right man to come to you, so you take matters into your own hands. And sometimes impatience is a sign of immaturity, so you should relax, keep doing what you do, keep doing and preparing yourself, and let the right man come and propose to you. So from this book, generally he thinks that it is not acceptable for ladies to propose to men. But what do you think? You have seen or heard all these 4 points. What's your opinion? Do you think that ladies can propose to men, especially in our times? Let me know in the comment section. And as I said earlier, as a lady, can you propose to a man? And as a man, if a lady proposes to you, what would you do? How are you going to go about it? Would you be comfortable? Do you think that he's taking your position as a man in this relationship or even in a marriage? If this thing feels true, let me also know in the comment section. Thank you very much for staying with me. My name is Truus, and I'm going to link my other videos with you. I have a video on the marketing scheme in choosing a partner, and I have a video on how to do well with money. So see you in my next videos. Stay safe and bye for now.